So good morning everyone. In last class we have completed our chapter. Today we are going to start. We have completed our exponents and powers, laws of exponents. I hope we have understood that. And be prepare well that all laws of exponents. Okay. And today we are going to start our construction of quadrilaterals. So already we have learned about quadrilaterals. What are quadrilaterals in 7th class? Okay. So what do you mean by quadrilateral? Quadrilateral means it is a four-sided figure, closed figure. So what do you mean by quadrilateral? Any figure having four closed sides, four line segments and forms a closed figure, we will call it as quadrilateral. So we are having so many different types of quadrilaterals, So what do you mean by quadrilateral? Quadrilateral means a four-sided closed figure, we will call it as quadrilateral. Okay, so and we have learnt about the properties. What are the different types of quadrilaterals we have learned? So if you take a quadrilateral, this is a quadrilateral. This rectangle is a quadrilateral because it is having four sides. And what are the parts in this? We are having four vertices, four vertices, four sides, four angles. Okay, so here I am taking it as A, B, C, D. Okay, so it is having four vertices, four sides and four angles. And what are the opposite angles here? Opposite sides are opposite sides. What are the opposite sides here? AB is of AB and BC are AB and DC are parallel, are opposite sides, and we can write another pair as AD is opposite to BC. So these two are opposite sides. Now we have to talk about opposite angles. So what are opposite angles here? Opposite angles are angle A is opposite to angle C, and angle B is opposite to angle D. So these are the opposite angles and opposite sides. And we are having two diagonals in that. What are the diagonals? Is opposite. If you attach with the help of line segment, if you attach the opposite vertices, that will form a diagonal. So how many diagonals are there? Total two diagonals are there. So diagonals is equals to AC line segment and this DB line segment. So these two are diagonals of a quadrilateral. So in quadrilateral, in every quadrilateral you will be seeing you will be seeing four vertices, four sides, four angles, opposite sides, opposite angles and diagonals. So these are the parts of the quadrilateral. So how many different quadrilaterals are there? We are having, first one is quadrilaterals. So how many different types of quadrilaterals are there? First one is square, second rectangle, third parallelogram, fourth rhombus, fifth kite, sixth is trapezium. So these are the 6 different types of quadrilaterals. And you know that in every quadrilateral you will be having four sides. How many sides will be there? Four sides will be there. Four vertices will be there. Four angles and two diagonals. Okay. So what are the properties of this square? We will see now. If you take this square, if you take this as square, this is a square. So what are the properties of square here? All sides will be equal in square. Yes, the first property is all sides are equal. All sides are equal. So here, and what about angles? All angles will be equals to 90 only. So all angles are equal. Okay, all sides are equal, all angles are equal. So what about diagonals? These are diagonals for that. So how they what about diagonals now? Diagonals. So diagonals bisect each other. What do you mean by bisect? Bisect is nothing but dividing into two equal halves. The length of this side and this side will be equal. In the same way, the length of this side and this side will be equal. So here the diagonals bisect each other. The diagonals bisect each other, and the diagonals are bisect each other, and the length of the diagonal will be same. So these are the properties of square. Now next is rectangle. Okay, so next is rectangle. How you will see this rectangle? Rectangle is this. If you see this rectangle, in this rectangle opposite sides will be equal. These two and these two will be equal. So what is the first property? Opposite sides are equal. And what is the next property? All angles are equal. All angles will be 90 degrees only. So all angles are equal. And next is diagonals bisect each other. These diagonals bisect each other. The length of O's, if I take the names A, B, C, D, the length of OD will be equals to length of BC. In the same way, the length of OA will be equals to length of OC. Okay, so here diagonals bisect each other. And the length of the diagonals will be same. The length of this diagonal and this diagonal will be same. So the length of diagonals will be same. So the length of diagonals will be same. So what are the properties here? Opposite sides are equal. All angles are equal. Diagonals bisect each other, and the length of the diagonals will be always same. So these are the properties of rectangle. Now about parallelogram. So how you will see a parallelogram? In this way. Okay. So if I take this A, B, C, D. So here in this case, opposite sides are parallel to each other. So this line is parallel to this line, and this line will be parallel to this line. So here we can write opposite sides are parallel to each other. Okay, so next in this case, you will be seeing the opposite angles are equal to each other. So angle A will be equals to angle C, angle D will be equals to angle B. So opposite angles are equal. Okay, so this is our second property. And third property is diagonals bisect each other. If you take the diagonals, if it is O, the length of OA will be equals to OC, and the length of OD will be equals to OB. So here the diagonals bisect each other. Okay, so next next is the sum of two consecutive sides will be equals to 180. That means the adjacent side, the sum of two adjacent sides will be equals to 180. Sum of two adjacent sides are equals to 180. So if you see in this rectangle and square also, if you add the two adjacent sides, any two adjacent sides, that will be equals to 180. So this property belongs to this square and rectangle also. And next is rhombus. So how rhombus will be there? Like this. Okay. So in rhombus, you will see all sides are equal. In rhombus, all sides are equal in rhombus, and opposite angles will be equal. So if I take A, B, C, D, here angle A will be equals to angle C and angle B will be equals to angle B. So opposite sides, opposite angles. Opposite angles are equal, and if you come for these diagonals, they bisect each other. And it is forming a perpendicular angle here. So it is equals to 90 degrees. So if you see all the angles, they are perpendicular to each other. So diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other, and diagonals bisect each other also. So the length of this part will be equals to this part, the length of this part will be equals to this part. So diagonals bisect each other. Sorry, already we wrote, no? Okay, so diagonals bisect each other. So these are the properties of rhombus. So what are the square properties? All sides are equal, all angles are equal, diagonals bisect each other, and they are perpendicular to each other. So it will form a 90 degrees here. Okay, and the length of the diagonals are always equal. What is the length? Length will be always equal. Next, if you come to rectangle, opposite sides will be equal. All the angles will be equal, diagonals bisect each other, and the length of the diagonal will be equal. And the sum of two adjacent sides, any two adjacent sides will be equals to 180. Okay, so if you come to parallelogram, so in this parallelogram, opposite sides will be parallel to each other. Opposite angles are equal, diagonals bisect each other, diagonals bisect each other, sum of two adjacent sides will be equals to 180. So if you take any two adjacent sides, it will be equals to 180. Next is rhombus. So if you take the rhombus here, all the sides will be equal in rhombus, opposite angles will be equal in rhombus, diagonals bisect each other, and they are also perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular means forming in the form of 90 degrees. They are perpendicular to each other, and okay, these are the properties of rhombus. Now coming to kite. So in kite, only the consecutive sides will be equal. So first property is consecutive sides are equal. And if you will see the angles, only one pair of opposite angles will be equal. And these two are in different way. Okay, and next is, if you go for diagonals, if you see the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Are perpendicular to each other. Only one pair of diagonal will bisect each other. On the length of OD will be equals to OC. These two lengths will not be equal. Only one pair of diagonals will be equal to each other. Bisect each other. One pair of diagonals are bisect each other. One pair of diagonals are bisecting each other. So next, this is about kite. Now last is trapezium. So in this trapezium we are having only one property. So I am writing here about trapezium. So how the trapezium will be? This is trapezium. One pair of sides will be parallel to each other. One pair of sides will be parallel to each other. The non-parallel sides we will call it as legs. The non-parallel sides what we call it as legs. And the sum of two consecutive sides will be equals to 180. So if you add the consecutive sides, that will be equals to 180. So these are the properties of quadrilateral. So already we have learnt in 7th class, but also I have explained again. So what are the properties here? First one, we are having 6 different types of quadrilaterals: square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, kite and trapezium. So first one is what? Square. If you take the square, all sides will be equal, all angles will be equal. You will be seeing two diagonals. Two diagonals will bisect each other and they are also perpendicular to each other. And the sum of two consecutive sides, the sum of two adjacent sides will be equals to 180. So these are the properties of square. Next is property of rectangle. So if you see the properties of rectangle, opposite sides are equal, all angles will be equal, diagonals bisect each other and the length of the diagonals will be equal to each other. And also the sum of two consecutive sides, the sum of two adjacent sides will be equals to 180 degrees. Next is parallelogram. So if you see, this is a parallelogram. So in this, opposite sides will be parallel to each other. This AB is parallel to DC and AD will be parallel to BC. So the opposite sides will be parallel to each other. Opposite angles will be equal. Perpendicular diagonals bisect each other and the length of the diagonals will be same. And the sum of two consecutive sides will be equals to 180 degrees. So this is the properties of parallelogram. Next is rhombus. So in rhombus, all sides will be equal, opposite angles will be equal and the diagonals bisect each other and they are perpendicular to each other. So these are the properties of rhombus. Next is kite. So what are the properties of kite? One pair of consecutive sides will be equal. This length will be equals to this length. This length will be equals to this length. Only one pair of angles will be equal. One pair of diagonals bisect each other. Okay. So and the sum of two consecutive sides will be 180. So these are the properties of kite. And last one is trapezium. In trapezium you will be seeing only one property, that is only one pair of sides will be parallel to each other and the unequal sides we will call it as legs. So what we call the unequal sides we will call it as legs. Now how to construct it? How to construct this quadrilateral? Some measurements are there. Which measurement if they give, we can construct a quadrilateral, we will see, and we will start the exercise. construction of quadrilaterals, we will draw a quadrilateral when the following measurements are given. So when these measurements are given, then only the quadrilateral can be formed. So you are having that conditions in page number 68. So if you have a textbook, you can see. Okay. So next is, now what is the first condition? When four sides and one angle is given. So what is the condition? First condition, when four sides and one angle is given, a quadrilateral can be formed. So first one is four sides, one angle. That means it will be in the form of S, 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 A. S is nothing but side, A is nothing but angle. So whenever the four sides and one angle they have given, a quadrilateral can be formed. So this is our first measurement. Next one, when four sides and one diagonals are given. So now what is the next one? Next one is four sides and one diagonal. Okay, so when four sides and one diagonal is given, then also you can form a quadrilateral. So four sides means S, 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 and diagonal is nothing but D. Okay, so next third one, when three sides and two diagonals are given, three sides and two diagonals. When two sides and three sides and two diagonals are given, then also we can construct a quadrilateral. That will be S, 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 D, D. Okay, so next one is fourth one. So yes, when two adjacent sides and three angles are given, when two adjacent sides and three angles are given, we can also construct a quadrilateral. So two adjacent sides and three angles. So then also you can form a quadrilateral, that is SA, A. Two sides, three angles. Okay, then also a quadrilateral can be formed. Next is fifth one. When three sides and two included angles are given, when three sides and two included sides are given, so three sides and two included sides are given, a quadrilateral can be formed. So how to write that? That is S, A, S, A, S. So three sides and two included angles are given, a quadrilateral can be formed. So what are the measurements we want for constructing a quadrilateral? So it can be four sides, one angle. A quadrilateral can be formed. In the same way, four sides and one diagonal. If four sides, one diagonal is given, then also a quadrilateral can be formed. Three sides, two diagonals. Three sides and two diagonals are given, a quadrilateral can be formed. In the same way, two adjacent sides and three angles. Two adjacent sides and three angles. Then also a quadrilateral can be formed. And three sides, two included sides. So the three sides and two included angles. Angles are given, then also a quadrilateral can be formed. So with these measurements, a quadrilateral can be formed. So in this, so you are having one figure here in page number 66. I have explained you about the properties of quadrilaterals. No? So you draw this figure in your classwork. And write all the properties of quadrilaterals. Okay, you have to draw this and you have to write the properties of quadrilaterals, and also by which measurements we can draw a quadrilateral. You are having in page number 68. So by using this we can draw the quadrilaterals. So this also you have to write in your classwork. So next is Next is exercise 3.1. Actually, I don't have the compass here. So, if you want, you can try this. So, you can try this. In next class, I'm going to start the exercise with the help of compass only. I will tell you. So, if you don't have the geometry box, get your geometry box and be ready. So, with this, our class is completed. In next class, I will start our exercise 3.1 and complete your all works. Thank you.